Welcome back everybody, and what I'm going to be talking about today is a gear review about this bit of kit here, which is the JayJay's Litefighter layer jacket. Okay then, so full transparency, this jacket I'm wearing was sent to me by JayJay's to do a review on. I'm actually part of their Allies program at the moment, so as a result of that they send me bits of kit to review. I then trial it for a certain amount of time and give an honest bit of feedback on that bit of kit. Now, I've been using JayJay's kit for a long time, probably 25 years or maybe a bit longer, something like that. So I'm more than happy to trial their kit because I know it works. I trust their kit. So I'm not one of these people that will just, take freebies and I'm going to give you the best feedback you've ever imagined. I'll give honest feedback on it. So I've used this bit of kit now for well over a year. I've used it out in lots of different places around the UK. I've not taken it overseas just yet, but I've used it in Scotland. I've used it in the Brecon Beacons. I've used it in North Wales, Peak District, Dartmoor, lots of different places. And I'm really happy with it, I've got to say. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through the functions and features of the jacket. So the concept of this jacket then is to be worn as a scalable bit of kit. As it says, it's called the layer jacket. So you could wear it on its own if it's a bit of a chilly day, but it's designed to be worn in conjunction with base layers, with say a combat shirt, something like that, maybe with a smock over the top or a Gore-Tex jacket over the top, something like that. So the whole idea is you scale it and use it as a layer, as the name implies. I think it's really good for that sort of thing. I've used this in the winter in Scotland and it's been absolutely great. Obviously you can get warmer jackets than this one. This is a relatively light one, but this gives a very good warmth to weight ratio, and we'll be talking about the materials used in a bit. The other thing this can do, talking about scalability, is you can actually take the arms off this. So there's zips here on the shoulders and you can take the arms off and just use it as a body warmer. Personally, I'm not a big fan of that sort of thing. However, it's there as an option if you wanted to do that. So that's a great idea. One thing with this jacket then is it compresses down very, very small. Okay, you can fit this in a utility pouch in your webbing or in a small pouch on the outside of your rucksack. So you can literally pull it out, chuck it on if you're going for a quick halt, a short stop when you're either on the hills or whether you're patrolling in the military and you need to stop for a little while. You could chuck this on and you could easily stuff it back into a small pouch, which is great. It'll also fit into quite a small dry bag. And I'll demonstrate that in a minute. It fits into a 3-litre dry bag, so that's awesome. So that's something about the whole sort of how the concept of it, how it's designed to be used, and how it can adapt for different use in different environments there. So onto the actual functions and features of the jacket itself then. There's lots of good little bits and pieces built into this jacket, and I'll talk through them now. So going from top to bottom, you've got quite a high collar, which is great for keeping out drafts. It's got like a light elastication on the collar there, and it's also got a really nice sort of soft fleece lining there, to give that nice warmth feeling against your neck when it's cold. The front of the zipper is actually covered as well, so you've not got that rough feeling against your chin of the zipper. Coming down the jacket, you've got a pocket on the right hand side here, which is perfect for fitting in things like compasses or phone, stuff like that. So I can fit my phone in there, no dramas, and have quick access to that. The zips are all YKK zips too. Main pockets here then on the sides, you can probably see that these are quite big. Okay, you've got some big long pockets there. So they're nice and long there. And inside there, you've got some nice light fleece lines to keep your hands nice and cozy in there. These are nice. I like these pockets, nice and big, so nice easy access to things that you need to get to quickly. And you can see they're designed so you can fit a harness, say a set of webbing or climbing harness, and still get to those pockets. Okay, so that's the pockets there then. Also, I've already mentioned briefly, but the arms do remove. There's colour-coded zips. So on this side here you've got a black zip, on this side here you've got a grey zip. So that then will just aid you in, if you do take the sleeves off and you want to put them back on, instead of you fiddling around trying to work out which is which, you've got that colour-coded system there that makes it a lot easier to use. Also the zips, you can probably notice they're quite sort of like far away from your shoulders. They're right on the outside there. Reason they've designed that for a reason, so that when you're wearing webbing or rucksack or whatever, they're not going to interfere with those zips. So the zips aren't going to press on any pressure points where the weight's actually pressing down. On the sleeves as well then, you've got also an elasticated hem on the sleeve, and you've got a little section here too. This is just an elasticated section here, which makes it a lot easier to pull them on and off. You don't have to mess around with Velcro cuffs. And if I was wearing gloves now, I could just pull them over and I could potentially keep the gloves on depending on what I want to do. The bottom of the jacket here then, there's an elasticated hem that goes round, so that helps keep the drafts out. And also, if you look at the cut of it, it just about covers my backside, not fully though, because it's an alpine cut, and that's designed to keep the weight and the bulk down of the jacket. The material here then, that's covered with a nanotech coating. So what that does, that's a water repellent outer. So if you do get caught out in a bit of a shower whilst you're changing layers and stuff, you don't have to panic, because that will help keep the rain off. Now, you wouldn't wear this in, you know, pouring rain without an actual hard shell, but it does give you that option of, you know, not being too concerned if you do get caught out in a little bit of a shower in between changing layers or moving, say, from your basher to another area. Okay, the insulation in this then, it's built with ClimaShield Apex insulation, which, you know, anyone that's been using outdoors kit will know that's a very good insulation, very good warmth to weight ratio. So I've used this, like I say, in winter time, in the Brecon Beacons in Scotland, places like that, and I've actually found this warm enough, to be fair, which I think is fantastic, seeing as the fact that it compresses down so small and it's so light, and yet it gives you great warmth to weight. So personally, I've not found the need to carry a big massive puffer jacket, and this has worked really well for me. However, I don't feel the cold as a lot of people, because I spend a lot of time outdoors. Okay, so each to their own, but I found this absolutely great. So that's the main features and functions on this jacket. One more thing to add into this then, this has got the JayJay's Built for Life guarantee. Now that means if there's any problems with any of the workmanship, so say if a zip fails or some of the stitching starts coming undone, stuff like that, they will replace the jacket, no questions asked, okay? That doesn't mean, you know, if you burn it on a flipping, when you're cooking your scoff, you burn a hole in it, they're going to replace it. But if there's any workmanship problems with it, they will replace it. So that then shows you how confident they are with their kit as they make it. Okay, a few pros and cons with a jacket then. So, pros, very lightweight, very packable, okay? Compress it down really, really small. As I keep mentioning a couple of times, the warmth to weight ratio is great, okay? So for such a compressible jacket, the warmth on it is really, really good. Another thing I really like about this jacket is the pockets. The hand warmer pockets here, these are fantastic. They really do a good job of keeping your hands nice and warm with that lightweight fleece material in. And then you've got a nice little sort of outer pocket here to put your bits and pieces, things like a compass or a mobile phone. So that's really good. I also really like the lightweight fleece on the collar. That feels really nice. Now, on the detachable sleeves, yes, it's a pro because you can detach the sleeves, you can make it more scalable, even lighter, even more compressible. Personally, it's not an option I do because it's not. I'm not really into body warmers, but it is definitely a pro for those that want to use it in that function. Okay, cons then. Now, the price of this jacket is $169.99. Now, that is slightly on the more expensive side of things, but not crazy. I mean, I could compare this quite easily to, I've got an Arc'teryx Alpha jacket, and that costs £209. So basically 50 quid dearer than this, and it's just as good. I've got to say, it's just as good, but this has got a couple of added functions like the detachable sleeves. So it's not cheap, but it's not uber expensive either. Other cons, not really anything, I've got to say. The only thing you could potentially say is it doesn't come down as far as some jackets to cover your backside as much in the real cold conditions. Personally, I don't find that a problem. Some people may prefer Velcro closures on the sleeves. I think this is great though, personally. You can just slip this over, no messing around, no hassle. But some people may see that as a con. Personally, not a problem with it at all. Now this jacket is available only in 2 colours, so it's only available in this like wolf grey type colour and multicam. Again, for people that aren't in the military, that doesn't give you that many options for colours. So personally, I think it'd be nice if they made it in, say, a Ranger green or something like that, like a plain military type colour, rather than just a full-on civvy grey or camouflage. So that's the only other potential con, not really a thing. It's, you know, I'm just being a bit nitpicky there. So on the jacket itself then, for sizes and availability and stuff, so as I've mentioned, it comes in 2 colours, this colour grey, multicam, and they come in sizes from extra small all the way up to extra large. And I've found the sizing to be pretty much bang on. I normally go for an extra large and this fits me fine. This is an extra large. So anybody out there that's used one of these jackets before, let me know what you think about this. I've got no real negatives about this at all. I think this is a great jacket, especially for the price. Let me know what you think about it if you've got one. If you've got something alternative to this that you use, let me know. You know, if you think you've got something that's maybe tops this, or maybe if you fancy trying this, put any questions in about it in the comment section below. And as always, stay prepared.